They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That left hook missed. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter lands. Back and forth they go. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Oh, this is what it's all about.
Oh my God, Johnny! Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And Manny goes down. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. And there's the bell for round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Couldn't land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. At this, on to the 4th we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that jab not going to score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchanged punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You hear that old phrase second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Caught him. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's a counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? Can't score with that right uppercut. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as... Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just missed with that hook. Defense is not an option for these two. Beautiful counter punch. Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter shot lands.
One, two, three.
Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Catch and shoot. Just misses with that uppercut. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without...
Round 8, and we're off again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. He blocks that right hook. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Do you believe what we're seeing? A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. That is. A total change of styles to make